Hey guys, guess who's back? Yeah, it's Lynx. Well, I guess I'm gonna start with the World Star Hip Hop Ass Whoopins compilation thing that I was gonna do. And trust me, this all ties in together. Basically, I'm not gonna do it. And I'm going to tell you why. And like I said, this all ties in. I was watching these videos and realizing the entire time that these are people that are behaving horribly. I mean, absolutely horribly. I mean, I found myself getting pissed off watching them instead of laughing at them. Because this is what people are starting to expect from black people. And I mean, let's look at TV. You see these commercials out there where, you know, whenever they depict a black woman, she's always kind of loud and always kind of boisterous and rude. And they always make her fat. They always make the bitch fat. But this is what they've come to expect from us. You know, anyone who is not one of us. So I'm calling this video a PSA to young black Americans. And I'm calling it a public service announcement because I'm sick and tired of dealing with some of y'all asses. I mean, quite frankly, I shouldn't have to feel like I'm dealing. You know, that's... It's something where the reality of the fact is that, you know, life is a competition. And being that I'm back in school, I'm starting to see more and more that that type of behavior has become acceptable among our people and has become acceptable among outsiders. They expect for you to behave in a particular fashion. They expect for you to act out. This isn't okay, and I don't know where it's coming from. Some people want to blame single mothers. Some people want to blame no good ass baby daddies that, you know, ain't about shit and whatever. I don't care where it came from. The reality is that, you know, at the end of the day, we're all responsible for our own behavior. So let me tell you something. I was in class, right? And you know I always got a story for you. I was in class, and this teacher, it was a math class, the teacher had decided, you know, hey, a student had his headphones on too loud. It's, you know, it's a math class, it's all self-learning. And the teacher had decided, yes, this person had, you know, headphones were on too loud and they needed to somehow tell this person to chill the fuck out with that shit, right? Teacher goes up to the guy, tells him, dude, your headphones are too loud, can you know, please turn them down? This kid went the fuck off. I mean, went off on the teacher in the middle of class, not realizing that this teacher can kick you out. And this class is a must pass. If you don't pass it, you do not pass go. You do not collect $200. You know, you have to take the class all over again. So, you know, here we are dealing with this type of thing. And all I can think to myself is, do these kids not understand what is at stake? Their futures are at stake. You know, the money that they're spending is at stake. The money that I'm spending is at stake. In my design class, people are chronically late. You know, they have every excuse in the book for not turning in assignments. We're behind. And all they can think to do is, you know, offer up an excuse. I mean, to the point where the teacher is giving us what he's calling amnesty. He's basically allowing us to turn in assignments late and get credit for them. I don't think this is right. I don't think this is fair. But we are behind, you know? So, what do you do? Well, I kind of flipped out in the middle of class and decided to tell these kids exactly what I thought. I decided to let these kids know exactly what was at stake here. And that, you know, not only should they be concerned about themselves, but also think about the people around you. You know, you have to be considerate. Your actions are affecting other people. I, for one, you know, I'm spending money out of pocket to go to this school. Is it really fair for me to have to deal with, you know, kids who want to act up? And it's like, you know, you're not children anymore. We're adults. And what I see out there, and this is quite unfortunate, is that a lot of black youth, young adults, are still children. They're still teenagers. You know, they have no idea what it is that they want to do with their lives. They have no direction. They feel they have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn. And, you know, they want to blame everyone else around them instead of taking responsibility for their own lives. And, you know, the gist of it is, you know, when you were a child, you spake as a child, you thought as a child, and you did as a child. But you're an adult now, all right? And, quite frankly, the rules of the game are you will speak proper English. That's just a rule of the game. If you don't expect to get very far. Just pure fact. Your attitude is not going to be tolerated. You will be fired. Lateness, not tolerated. You will be fired. You know, your livelihoods are at stake here. Your ability to provide for your family, your ability to provide for yourselves, all of this is what's at stake here. And quite frankly, it feels like not very many care. And I don't know where this I don't care attitude comes from. You know, maybe it comes from their parents. Maybe it's their, you know, maybe their mothers ain't good for shit. Because if their mothers were good for shit, these kids would, you know, actually have some sense of value, of worth to themselves. Where, quite frankly, I see none. You know, you made it into, you know, secondary school outside of high school, and that is fantastic. Kudos to you. White people do it every day. Some black people get to do it every day. Think about that statement. Some black people get to actually make a decent living, while the majority of everybody else, it's a given. There's no question about it. There's no worry about it. But for us, there's always a question. You make it past the age of 18 and you are not dead or in jail, you have beat the odds. And every day after that is a blessing. So what do we do with that time? Well, we walk around, you know, pants hanging down around our ankles, trying to cuss out every person who looks at us cross-eyed, or every person who's trying to tell us that we're doing something wrong and that we need to fix it. You know, we're busy cussing them out, telling them that, you know, they ain't our mama, they ain't our daddy, they can't tell us what to do. There are people around here, you know, that I kind of look at and I wonder what could have been if someone was there to maybe encourage them, to maybe say, hey, you know, your life is worth a little bit more than this. You know, tell that girl out there with, you know, 5 kids and, you know, 5 different babies' daddies that you're worth more than this. You know, your vagina doesn't make you everything. So I guess my PSA is, get your shit together, people. Get your shit together. Because life is a competition. being in school again, I'm seeing it. It's a competition. And you either sink or you swim. You know, and in every competition there are winners and there are losers. Forget what you taught, what you were taught in school about, everyone gets a medal for participation. Nobody owes you anything. They owe you nothing. The only person who owes you anything is yourself, and you owe it to yourself to actually do something. To put down childish shit, to not, you have to stop giving a shit about what other people say and other people think about how you look and how you dress and how you speak. You have to stop caring about that. That is not important. You have lawmakers right now out there making laws to make sure that you remain stupid, that you remain unknowing, that the veil in front of your eyes remains. Hollywood's doing it. Television's doing it. The government's doing it. And everybody's susceptible. So don't think, at 20-something years old, living at home with your mother while you're not going to school and you ain't doing shit except for going out clubbing every goddamn night. Don't think that those actions don't have consequences, but don't think that you cannot do better and that you're not worth more. You get into and why behave in such a disgusting manner? Another story for you. Walking around Harvard Square, the light is not in favor of pedestrians at this point. Okay, understand this. Yes, the law says that every car must stop for a pedestrian in the road, but pedestrians need to follow rules too, right? They don't want to get their asses hit. Walk on the green, not in between. It's not very hard. So as I'm waiting for the light to turn, this young black woman, walks out into the road. Car, of course, is coming and comes to a screeching halt and honks at the woman, rightfully so. Well, this young girl, what she decides to do is stand there in front of the car, stare this woman down, give her the finger, and then spit at her car, and then walk on. And I use the term woman loosely. Young thing. Because no woman, no lady behaves that way. We're the only people with women who behave this way as a norm. Yeah, you guys might say, hey, I saw Whitey McWhite girl down the street do it, and she's, she's white. So, does this mean that because a white person does it, it is okay for you to lower yourself to that? That doesn't make sense. And on top of this, understanding that the world views you in a very different light, you are not given or afforded that kind of leeway. And then you wonder why people don't respect you, and then you talk about respect without giving any. I'm seeing this every day. This isn't a matter of my, I watched a bunch of World Star Hip Hop videos. It's, while doing that video, I realized that I would only be perpetuating this. I would only be putting it out there that this is funny. And the reality is it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's not cute to be out there as women fighting. That's not cute. It's not cute to be out there as men, sucker punching somebody in the face and taking their shoes. That's not cute. That's childish. And not only is it childish, it's liable to get you fucked up. Because one day you're going to do it to the wrong person and you're going to get your head knocked the hell off. Just saying. It happens. Being in classrooms and disrupting the class, not giving a shit about the other people around you. And what you're not realizing is those people around you are not only your competition on the job market, but those people around you are also the ones that just might be your boss. Your name might come across their desk. Your resume might fly right across their desk. And they're going to remember how you behaved. And they're going to say, I don't want that in my office. Then what? So, while the media would have you believe that clothes and cars and women and pussy and ass and gay and everything else and all, while the media will have you think that all of that bullshit is important, you're missing a very, very big piece of the whole picture. They want it that way. You have the potential to be the best at whatever you do. Those things are not important. What is important is intelligence. They got y'all around here thinking that intelligence isn't cool. They got y'all around here thinking that, oh, if that kid's a nerd and that this is a bad thing. They got y'all around here believing that. A lot of you. Just believe it. The whole time, what they are saying and thinking is these motherfuckers don't have a clue. Keep the ignorant ignorant. They can do you no harm as long as they remain ignorant. Think about that the next time you're offered an opportunity to learn something. This is why you should take every day as an opportunity to learn something. Get your shit together and realize that this is a competition, this is a game that is played for keeps. There is no reset button, Madden. There is no reset button. And that's all I got for you guys. Some people are going to agree, and those people that are going to agree with me are the people who are obviously getting their shit together or have their shit together. And the people who find offense, obviously, because I'm not talking to any individual, obviously something about what I'm saying is true and has hit you in a way. Got you feeling some kind of way about it. And that's okay, because if you recognize that you feel some way about it, then you also have the ability to recognize that some of this shit is true. Some of this behavior is expected, and that's not a good thing. Black people are supposed to be a regal people. What is happening? So, that's it. This is Lynx coming at you from the Male Media Mind. Don't forget to check us out at malemediamind.com and the YouTube channel. You can find the link on malemediamind.com. Don't forget to check me out on YouTube. You can find me as, I think you can still find me as Brutal Lynx. Yes, that's what you'll find me as. So look up Brutal Lynx on YouTube and you'll find me there. You can also find me on Facebook as Lynx Savage. You can also find me on Twitter as Lynx Savage. There's a whole drama story behind the name change. Don't worry about it. Just go with it. And that's it. I will see you guys next time. Ciao.